Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy TJ Blaze here, and I'm about to do a reaction thing. And what I'm about to react to is a video by O'Shea Do Jackson. Named the title, NY Women Are Doing This Thing to Get Smashed. What are they doing? As a Brooklyn, New York representative, it's a lot going on. And I want to understand from the perspective of O'Shea what he's talking about. Because I'm like, look, I'm from New York. If you're talking about New York, it's best to hear from a New Yorker, you know? But I want to understand his perspective. So don't forget to like, comment, and share. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Help your boy out. And let's get to the reaction, shall we?
Since coming back from Texas, I realized that I have to stop dating in New York because the experience that I had out in Texas compared to the experiences that I have out here are like uncomparable.
There's only one New York City in the entire world, and boy, is it different. The Big Apple isn't like anything in America. It's different from Los Angeles. It's way different than
Definitely is.
Chicago. Because the city is built different, the famous five boroughs is something to look at, all of the multiculturalism involved in the city. But one of the things that stands out about New York City is Wall Street. It's the only city in America that has the stock exchange.
Hold on. I had to stop it right there. I know I stopped it too early. Wall Street, but definitely 42nd Street, the most visited place in New York. Anytime somebody come to New York, the number one stop they go to, 42nd Street. And hey, I don't blame them. Got the lights, the city that never sleeps, people walking around, a bunch of places to go to explore. You know, you got the movie theaters, you got the plays, you got good foods. Everything is all there. It's all there. Then you got entertainment, you know, people dancing, people making content. And then that's what happened. A lot of people start making content over there, like a lot of dancing videos or people just trying to do like food vlogs, and it's just vlogs. There's a lot of vlogs over there. But a lot of entertainment, a lot of dancers over there. Yeah, number one place, I'm telling you, 42nd Street.
One of the greatest stock exchanges, if not the best one in the world, which brings different types of employment to the Big Apple. The tech industry, the healthcare industry, not including the great universities like Columbia and also NYU and many others like Fordham, attract so many people across the world. And do you know what that means? That means you have a lot of opportunity to make a lot of this. That's right. A person like myself who grew up in Sacramento, California, would find a lot more opportunity if I could do well for myself in New York City, especially in creative industries like fashion or music. But there's one thing.
The average cost of rent in Manhattan is now $5,000 a month. So if you're looking to move to the city, find roommates or reconsider, because now the average single person is going to pay more in rent than the average person in the United States makes in their entire salary.
The caption for this video on TikTok says, rent in Manhattan just reached an all-time
Yo.
high. And people were concerned, is that $5,000 for a single bedroom apartment? He goes, yes, it is. Now, keep in mind, this video was July 14th, 2022, which is now over 3 years ago. So I don't even know what it is.
I don't want to keep pausing, but at certain points I have to talk about certain things, right? So the apartments are like the 5K, like 2K to 5K and up. Some of them be like 2 bedrooms, 1 bedroom, but it'd be like luxury rooms, right? Or sometimes it's just as small as hell and you just waste your money. People finding better places around like Arizona, like places that people don't want to live because it's probably too hot or it's too cold. Better and affordable places. But then it's some square feet that be like what, 350. I'm like, you barely got space to move. Like back then, people was paying like what, $300, $500 for places that you were getting 750 square feet, 1,000 stuff that you had some space. Now it's everything that's just like a box or a decent enough, but you can't have no animals in there. So it's a lot of stuff. You can't put your bike, or maybe you can. It's just crazy now because New York became the new LA, and LA is still is pricey, but they got a lot of chaos going over there as well too. Like The homelessness is going high now, especially over here now in New York. It's ridiculous. It's bad. But let's get back to it.
now, but it was even 60 grand a year just in Manhattan. Now stop the show.
Yeah, yo, you have to have like to make an affordable living over here. You have to have 60 to like, matter of fact, no, like 70 or 80. Because they talking about for you to really live here, you gotta have that like 100 and something before you can live with 40 to 50K. Some people make it reasonable, but now it's like they are being greedy. Like the prices are going up, especially because a lot of people that's coming from different countries, all the tourists and all that stuff. It's like they found a way to say, "Oh, y'all want to live here? Okay, y'all can afford it," and they only looking for people that really making money. But I'm like, yo, what is affordable housing nowadays? Nobody know what the hell is affordable housing anymore. As much as they keep saying for the places that people are going to, they saying it's affordable, but that's a fucking lie.
I know what guys are going to say. Not all New York is Manhattan. Now, this person says he pays $2,200 in Queens for a huge apartment, and it's great. But again, it's still high, which means that if you're a person in New York City, you need to earn a lot in order to pay for the rising costs. And if you're a single woman living in New York City, that means the stakes are high for you also. Don't get me wrong, you have a really good chance of finding somebody in one of these industries. And if you're a single woman, there are challenges, not even in getting somebody to get married to, but as it appears, dating altogether.
So if you're from New York, you have no chance of dating me because I'm not dating in New York anymore. Like I have to go take a flight to go
Oh, really?
at this point because I'm not like the New York dating pool is full of piss. And I just can't do it no more. It's like copy paste, copy paste, copy paste the same people.
Now, you have a woman that moved to Texas
It
and
ain't.
then she moved back to New York, and she's saying like it's not easy for her to date, and she won't even date you if you're in New York because all the people she keeps coming across are the
Man,
same people. And then
man.
I thought about it. Maybe your ass is just the same people, and you're attracting everybody like yourself. Yeah, maybe you're not.
That was a good one, O'Shea. This is the thing, right? What I realized about women over here in New York and or women around the world, international. But it's not going to happen like in a certain country, like the Spanish countries, all that. Just women that actually cherish their men. Because we know we could cherish each other, but when it comes to New York women, it's because some of them are too masculine. They are too masculine. They go based off the survival instinct because they're gonna keep trying to say that we are doing that to them for them to feel like they have to be the man. No, y'all gotta be realistic about your expectations because a lot of times, right? Especially we know you're gonna be like, oh, I didn't fight like the other women in the past when they were fighting for rights and everything. My thing is this: there have been a lot of women that claim that they could be like men. So now we want to see y'all be like men, and then y'all don't want to do it. Y'all want to still be like a child. That's not cool for a woman to try to still act like a child. Like, yo, you're a grown woman. Yeah, you want somebody to give you the world. Sometimes a man want to give you the world, but it's like, what can you also provide? What can you also do? Can you flip the money? Can you do certain things that show that you're using your brain rather than your beauty? Because I got so caught up, got so tongue tied. Rather for you using your brain than your beauty. It's more important for somebody to be, interested in the intellect rather than the beauty at times. Because the beauty is a plus. But if you use your intellect, your brain, your knowledge and everything else, oh man, we're gonna be stunned. And you're gonna be applauded. But a lot of time it's just some women trying to settle based on pretty privilege, like, oh, I'm pretty, so I deserve this and I deserve that. It goes somewhere else, but it's gonna seem like a whole rant. But this right here, what O'Shea said, it is true. Because a lot of them will pick and choose, and it's a recycle of the same person that they don't even see it. They just want to be oblivious. They're going to feed into the delusion and they're going to ignore the signs. And that's why it continues.
Not that special as you think. Got him! Then some of the women in New York are basically canceling themselves even after matching with guys.
Afterwards, they gave you like a paper to fill out and you put down your matches, and then they would send you the information of people that you matched with. So I know y'all want to know if I matched with somebody. No, I sure did match with somebody. And he was like the only person I matched with, but I didn't want to just put him down on the list because I was like, no, men don't deserve that. So I put down like some other random man, but he goes to me 2 weeks afterwards. So that's how my speed dating experience went. Bye.
Now, not all women are striking out like the previous two. Some women in New York City are trying to get married and trying to get a man, but not just any man. You see, again, New York City is expensive. So if you want to date and have the ability and the funds to live there, you need to have a mate that's on your same level, according to these women. Now women are actually planning out how they can meet some of the guys that...
Pause it. All I gotta say right there, right? What he's about to say. A lot of people are strategic. I realize sometimes they're not even love. They will have to fall in love after the fact with the person. Like it's take an after the fact. It's not even natural at the beginning. It's just like, oh, this person make this, and they play along. You're just playing along, playing the character. It's crazy how when you start really looking at it and pay attention to who really like each other, who really love each other, it's a play
that they want in these cities. Now, it's also safe to say this. The guys who are dealing in cities like New York City, Washington, D.C., or Atlanta, they really don't have to chase chicks if they're doing very well. And just like any other city that's big, New York City has a large migrant population with a lot of beautiful women. So opportunities to date are very many. So you don't really need to just get married if you're a guy in New York City because it's the biggest city in the world. You have a lot of blacks, Dominicans, whites, whatever. I mean, you're going to have opportunities left and right. But the women may not feel like this. And they understand that they are competing with a lot of other women for some of the top 10 to 15% guys. So now the strategies are all coming together.
The first thing I do is think about the type of man I'd want to attract and think about where he'd be located. So if I'd want to attract a man in the tech industry, for example, I'd go to a tech mixer where there's mainly going to be men and not a lot of women.
Now, this creator is talking about the New York City market. Now, again, this lady, by the way, stop the show, who is very beautiful, is saying, hey, listen, if I want to date a certain kind of guy, I'm going to just put myself in the position to where those men are going to be at. And this is something that men need to understand. Now, again, I know that men complain about women and, you know, how they're not worth dating. And basically, you have to go out and holler at chicks and stuff like that and get rejected in grocery stores. I understand the frustration. But what she's saying is that if you're a guy and you're on your stuff and they find out that you're a guy about your business, especially if you're amongst other men, they find out. This is key to understand. They will come to you. Now, I think this lady is very attractive, and it happens all around the world. Again, when I go to certain cities, I hang out in like country clubs, some of the better hotels. And on Friday and Saturday night, you don't have to worry about you going out and looking for dates because literally the women are just going to somehow be there. And all you got to do is be like, yo, what's up? How you doing? Oh, hello. How are you? What is your name? Yeah, now don't get me wrong. Some of them are booty clappers. But some of those ladies are looking for a guy that is of a certain class and of a certain value. So this is something that is proof to men that if you're just doing what you're doing, then hey, women are going to come to you. Like guys are not going to tech conferences and things like that typically to meet women, but the women are going specifically for you. Isn't that what happened with Afrotech, right?
He's right, you know.
So again, this is a sidebar, guys. Worry about doing what you're supposed to do, and the women will follow you. And how do I know? I got proof. Last week on TikTok, a certain lady went viral for talking about how desperate she thought that some of the women are in New York City. It's gotten kind of bad, actually really bad. These women are willing to do almost anything to get a date of the man of their choice. And since they feel like these men are not really going overboard to talk to them, they're going to put themselves in a situation to do it. And yeah.
As the dating scene is getting so bad in New York City that I am seeing on TikTok, there are girls going into Midtown during the week and stealing Finance Bros salads for lunch. And then looking their name up from the salad order on LinkedIn and then messaging them through there and being like, hey, oh my God, so sorry, I grabbed your salad. Like, let me just make it up to you and buy you a new one. And that's how they're like sliding in, which honestly, smart. Why are we stealing men's salads? Like, why can't they just come up to us at a bar? Like, why is it getting to this point? Men, just please step up, or your salad's gonna get taken. Your lunch is gonna get taken every week. Like,
So as you see, what someone are doing is they're basically stealing the guy's salads. They're getting the information, and then they're contacting the guy saying like, "Oh,
Okay. Yo, you know what's weird about this shit? Because for most men, we didn't think that a lot of women would become desperate, but we know that we need each other. A lot of times we keep telling them what the blueprint is and how simple a man is, and they ignore it because it was going through that Me Too movement and everything else. And the feminist movement, y'all keep going to these certain movements that pushed away. So now it's a woman on TikTok, right, that actually is following their own agenda. They be like, yo, I don't know. Some of them would be like, I don't know what they was following before, but they realized it was wrong. And they realized that they were pushing us away. That they like, yo, I want a person that I can love. I want to love you. I want to do this. I want to do that. They was going based off the stuff that they know that they need and will come with the requirements of our gender. So I'm like, see, some of y'all are waking up and some of y'all still in this world that y'all saying y'all don't need a man for this and that because y'all think y'all can do everything on your own. Okay. The ball's in your court, you stay over there. You the MVP. All right.
by the way, I accidentally took your salad, but I'll buy you one instead." And hopefully that man is attracted to her, and that's her way in. And I'm going to tell you why this strategy works. Number one, let's say if that guy were to see her out at the grocery store and she's attractive, he would look at her and be like, "Damn, man, she hella thick. She fine. But I don't want to waste my time talking to her. What if she shoot me down?" But just think about it. If every guy knew in the back of their mind that if they could approach a woman and she would say yes, we would always approach that particular woman because we knew it would be a success. So now what happens is there's a beautiful woman that falls in your lap and she is fine as hell, and the warm market is there. And when the warm market is there, what else is warm? Oh yes, cheek clapping it up is warm. Welcome to Clapathon Technical University. We clap, we clap, we clap, we clap. Next enrollment of students is on September 12th. All right, make sure you pay your tuition.
I had my mic muted. Goddamn. But this dude O'Shea with this Clapperton stuff, man. This shit be killing me. Man, this should be funny. But that's what happens. You get somebody you like, you clap it up, and then go to the question, what are we? And I know a lot of dudes can't stand that sometimes. I'm like, look, if I've been clapping your cheeks left and right doing this, and we going, especially if we going on dates, I feel like yeah, technically we probably gonna be dating or something like that. But everybody got different perspectives, different motives and stuff like that. So it's it's insane, man. Let's get back to the video.
Peace. Got him. But wait, there's more.
Seeing girls get so creative these days, like they're making bracelets with their phone numbers on them and giving them to you guys at the bars. They are taking pictures of you sneakily and then being like, hey, oh my God, making it their phone screen and being like, hey, can you take a picture of me and my friends so you can see that your picture is their home screen? All just different ways to try to talk to you guys because you guys don't come up to us in New York City. And it's crazy. Like, I know there's so many beautiful women. Like, just go up to one of them. Buy them a drink. You guys have money. You live in the city. You can buy a drink. Stop being cheapos.
No. It's not about being cheap. It's the fact that some guys did that, right? Bought drinks for people. Bought drinks for a girl that they like, and they were only there for a free drink. And that's it, for a good time. if you did for a free drink, listen to music, all that stuff, right? You could do that in the sake and the quality, the peace and solitude of your house. That's what I meant to say. The peace and solitude in your own house. Not to waste somebody's time, because if you know you got people that come to the bar, right? 9 out of 10, you probably came out a certain way. You looking nice, you looking pretty, your friends looking pretty, or whatever else. Why waste that person's time if they approach you just to tell them like, oh, you just came out to listen to music and to have a drink? That's just weird. That's weird. But then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I got attention for today. You're gonna brag about that with your friends or brag about it on TikTok, because a lot of people making a journal now to talk about it on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram. They'll be like, yeah, I was getting a lot of attention, but I just didn't want to talk to nobody because I'm just in my era of whatever the hell. Like, come on now. It's weird as hell.
So not only are women stealing lunches, but even going up to men and, like I said, presenting their numbers. Now, this is not every woman in New York City, but these are women who want to be proactive. If they want to be married and they want to date a guy that is going to basically take care of them, or at least be a high value guy, they know that just waiting around for that guy to come around to them anymore is not going to work. They have to go out and get it themselves. And this is happening in other cities, like in Atlanta, we see it. In Houston, we see it. Like, listen to what the women are saying. These guys don't even approach us anymore. These guys aren't even worried about us anymore. Like, these guys, bring your own man when you come to Atlanta. Like, it's all falling back on the man now, right? Where now, we understand that it's also important to be a man and have your stuff together. And so these women will come out and seek you. And this is what I want to give as a sidebar. A lot of men just got to focus on what they're supposed to be doing. And as long as you're doing that and developing, women know who the winners are. Women know who are the guys that are doing something. Like I said, a lot of men could just help each other out. You would have all of the women coming checking for you. Like, again, guys can throw their own speed dating events. Guys can throw their own get-togethers. Like, men can control these things too, and women will come to them because they want to come to the places that you're at. This is the truth. Women want to be around men who have something going on. You might be counting yourself out, but the more you build the community around what you do, the more women want to be around the community that you build, because there are things going on in those communities. And now, because the finance guys and the tech guys build their own community, look who's coming to infiltrate it. Women, because that's how it works. And instead of being mad at them, just understand, if you got something popping, who cares about like what somebody's attitude was or what somebody's willing to do? Yeah, you're going to get shot down sometimes, but hey, listen, the women that are going to be looking out for you are still going to be out on your path as long as you do what you're supposed to do. And for a lot of these women out here in New York City, they're getting humbled. They're finding out how hard it is. They're finding out how competitive it is. And that men are just not just jumping out there willing to deal with them for no reason. They are out there trying to prove their value. And guess what? In a city like New York, LA, Chicago, or Atlanta, they have to. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Yoshi Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Private the bell. We're out.
All right. Now, that was a good video. I know I had a lot of talking points, so I paused the video at times. I'm going to leave the original video down below. But what I would say that for the ladies, right? Stop thinking that we are in competition. The competition have to stop. The competing have to stop. Just really tap into what y'all always keep saying, your feminine energy. Like, give a man a chance. Not about your expectations, but actually letting a man do as much as they can. Because remember, we are human beings as well. We do have feelings and we do have emotions as well. Not every man is being too stoic, right? Or you think they're going to be cold-hearted or nonchalant. So at that times, give most of us a chance. And you will see that you will get the world. You will get things you like, but also it deserves to be reciprocated. Not just going based on what you think you deserve, but what we could do for each other. And it will show. So action do speak louder than the words. but let's not make it about one thing. Let's not make things one-sided. So hopefully that message will be clear, because there's a lot of things that go somewhere else that's not making things relatable, and some things that being misunderstood. So communication is key, but also understanding who you are dealing with is important. So that's the end of the video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.